Good girl. Oh, baby, I already gave you a snack. Hello. Hi. Come here. Oh, oh. Hello, hello. Welcome to the butt cramp very last minute live stream. No. She wants to eat my cookie on the table. No cookie for you. No cookie for you. Okay, Mama's gonna work. This is the first live stream. Hi, Polly. First live stream in the new spot. I know you guys can't really, my hair is crazy. You can't really see anything. We're not fully furnished yet. I'd say we have everything like for the bedrooms upstairs, like the workroom and the bedroom. But as for downstairs, believe it or not, we've been eating all of our meals on my desk, like my work table. So we're still getting it together. There's really like nothing to show you guys yet. But I figured I'd come on here and do a little bit of crocheting because I didn't get to live stream, or I haven't been able to live stream like the last, 2 weeks? Maybe almost 3. The move took over, and then I had like a stomach issue. It's just been, I don't even know what's happening anymore. But we're here today, and that's all that matters. Toodaloo, toodle-doo, toodle-doo. Dawn, hi. Vic Med. Hi, Emmy. Emma, you're at work right now? Yeah, put your headphones in. We got to keep that on the DL, you know? Clyde. Crocheting a water bear for your boyfriend. Wait, what's a water bear? Am I missing something? Was it like amigurumi? Miranda, Catherine. The art of crochet. Chandra, thank you. Yeah, it's still a work in progress. It's a little stressful, but we have somewhere livable. So here we are in the new spot, new digs. I've been trying to like film over like the last few days, but since making that sweater for Suki, I haven't really crocheted. And I don't know what it is, but it's such a weird feeling because I just didn't even think about crochet. Like I said, with the move and then having the new dog and then getting sick, my head wasn't there. And then at the same time, I'm also finishing up the Avatar Advents right now. So I should have the last bit of yarn dyed tomorrow. I'm going to bang them out, knock them all out. And then I'm going to have Jordan help me take some photos of everything, all of the Advent stuff. And then I can ship them out, hopefully this next week. So any of my Advent people, the little update that I have for you guys, Suki. The update that I have for you guys is that I will begin packaging everything, hopefully like Monday, Tuesday-ish. And then fingers crossed, everything is shipped out and sent out before the end of the week. But I'm so excited. I think that's also why I just haven't really had time to crochet. Okay, this music, I can't. It's just because my head is so much into like finishing up the Advent. Because before I got sick in the move, I genuinely thought I would be done by now. I thought I'd have everything shipped out before the end of January, like right at the end here. And then clearly that did not happen. Suki, hey. And this is also why crocheting has been hard, because I'm constantly 24/7 on watch with this dog because she wants to get into everything. So I don't really have just like downtime to crochet anymore, at least at the moment. But today, here we are. We made time. I wish I could tell you guys what I'm working on, but I don't even know. It was kind of just spur of the moment yesterday. I picked up some of this yarn from Michael's because I had like a $10 coupon and I didn't want it to go to waste. So I picked up the Karen Cotton Ripple Cakes, I think. And as you can see, I frogged a lot right now. Like, look at how much I frogged. But yeah, it's just kind of like a spur of the moment, spur inspiration project, just to kind of get my hands back into the groove of everything. And like I said, I don't even know what I'm making. It kind of started off as like my vision was like some kind of tank top, raglan style. So here we are. It is nothing crazy, but I don't know quite yet what I'm going to do. I feel like I want to either switch up the stitch that I'm working with and like throw in a more like textured pattern, or I'm thinking about also doing like a mixed media project. Like I might crochet the first half and then I might knit the second half. And that's why I say I don't know yet. I got pretty far into this top and then right before the live stream, I ended up frogging like half of this. Like I had so much more and the fit just wasn't fitting how I wanted it to. So we frogged, we're back. Um, this man's, give me a second. Hello. It's okay. What's up? Okay, I'll do it in 30. Okay, bye. Okay, excuse that. So yeah, that's just like the latest little update. We're trying to crochet today. Sarah, you just moved too? Good luck to you. Yes, good vibes here. We did a little cleanse. There's good energy here. There's enough space for me to work. It's so fun. Like just like small little things that make it like so fun. For example, before we moved, I had like all of my yarn dyeing stuff all over the house, just like wherever I could find storage. So like the actual dyes and all of the stuff I used for that was in my mom's kitchen, like underneath the bench, like where we sit, because there's like an open and closed bench. So my dye would be there. And then my yarn was all like in a box in the other room. And then my pans were just like leaning up against a table. So they were just like out. Everything was just out. There was no storage. And then here, we have the whole kitchen to ourselves. And my pans and my dye and everything took up this like one little corner in the kitchen. But it's just so nice to have everything in one spot and it's all put away. I don't know. It's just the little things that made me really happy with this move. And then our guest room, it's like the second bedroom. We call it a guest room because we had a spare mattress that we put in there for guests when they come. But day to day, that is actually going to be like my workroom, my office, my studio space. And I'm still in the process of setting that all up. But I might have like a little yarn corner with my yarn like on display behind me. It's just so exciting. So there's a lot on my mind right now. But I just wanted to come and say hi to you guys. It's been so long. Kaylani, how did you start your yarn business? I just what was it? Instagram? I think it was before TikTok. Like before I got a TikTok, but I pretty much just saw how gorgeous hand-dyed yarn was, and I wanted to do that. I don't know if you're talking about hand-dyed in specific or like the resin hooks, but that was like one of the things I saw was like you go into these local yarn shops and the hand-dyed yarn is so gorgeous, and then it makes you want to try it. Like, it's a different art form. And I just pulled the trigger and gave it a go. But it was really just like inspiration. It was almost, I mean, it's kind of like an obsession, with yarn. And I just wanted to have my own and make my own and see what I could create. Because, seeing how other people do it, like seeing what they come up with, it makes you wonder, like, if they can do it, what could I come up with? And then it just kind of takes over. Kian Jack. This is the first live stream. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you caught me on a very interesting day. I was getting back on schedule with my live streams the last like 2 or 3 months. I was every week. I was so good about it. And then as I just explained, we got a new dog, we moved. So I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit, but we are here today and I'm hoping this is the start of the new consistency, if you will. Alexis, I know Advent is so close to being done. I still have to make the stitch markers. I've made a quarter of them, but they were relatively fast to make. So I'm hoping I might even try to bang some of those out too after this live stream. It is so freaking close to being finished. So close. I was hanging up all of the minis a couple days ago. And it was like the first time I had really seen all of the colors or colorways side by side. And I was like, wow. Because for the most part, whenever I'm doing like the mini hanks, like whatever inspired, whatever for each mini, you guys know what I'm saying? I never really thought about like how they would all be cohesively. I just had either like a figure from the show or a moment or a scene from the show. And then I would just try to pull colors from that moment in the show. But then this was like the first time, like I said the other day, where I had them like all out on the bed. And I was like, oh my God, these look so good. I'm actually really excited. Really excited. Shell, thank you. Jordan should be home probably in like an hour or so. So he's not home yet. He just FaceTimed me, but we love the new spot. It's just a huge change of pace, completely different city. And ironically, for a brief time, I lived in this city when I was going to school, college. So being back here is I want to say nostalgic, but it's almost like surreal because I didn't explore this much when I was in college. Like I just kind of went to the dorms and I went to class, but there was never any like, exploring the actual city. So now moving here, I'm like, whoa, there's so much around here. And it's cool. Victoria, how did your sock sets go? They went pretty good. I would say, interestingly enough, I think a majority of the orders were actually just for like single hanks, like 100 grams instead of the sock sets. But either way, the turnout for people liking the colors, I was a little bit nervous because it's like the first time I've done a collection like this before. So yeah, it was an interesting mixture of people wanting the actual sock sets and then people like wanting 1 or 2 hanks of like one of the colorways. So it was pretty cool. And I will also begin dyeing up the Valentine's collection. I thought originally I was going to do it tomorrow, but I think I'm going to start the Valentine's colorways, all of those orders on Sunday. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna get up real early tomorrow because whenever I dye yarn, I like to start my days like really early in the kitchen. I think I'm just used to that because back before we moved, I was sharing the kitchen with two other people. So if I was in this small kitchen trying to dye yarn, and then everybody's waking up and coming in and like using the sink to make coffee or make their food or their lunches and stuff, and then I just have my stuff everywhere, it's a mess. So I just got really used to waking up at like 5 in the morning or 6 and dyeing yarn like literally first thing in the morning so I could get that done before everybody else woke up and started trinkling around the kitchen. So yeah, I think I'm gonna dye yarn tomorrow, finish up the advents, and then I will dye the Valentine's orders on Sunday. I cannot believe it's already Friday. Like already. I need more time for everything, not even just the advent. I just need more time for me, for crocheting. It's been a very interesting few weeks. I'm still, trying to get my routine here at the new spot. It's definitely an adjustment, but all in all, very happy with the move. All in all, we love it here. Leah Dixon, you're making a crochet hexagon shirt. I've thought so many times about doing that. I think just because it's a larger project, I keep getting turned off from it. But I love the look of them. For me, I like the ones that are either like semi-tonal or they only have like a couple colors. I don't know. I would also really love one that has like 100 different colors. It's just less wearable, but they're gorgeous. They gorgeous. Addison, hello. You're not too late. We only started like 15 minutes ago. I'm hoping we can go for about a total of like 45 minutes, maybe. This won't be one of my longer ones as y'all are used to. Oh no, did I not decrease? Oh no. Did I? Did I not? Somewhere I had a decrease. Where art thou? Where was that decrease? No, it's not there. Where'd you go? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Woo, I thought I missed one. I thought. But today's a pretty good day for a live stream. Suki had her next set of shots today. And then the shots make the dog a little lethargic, a little just sleepy and lazy, which is totally normal. So she's kind of just been snoozing all day. A little bit of play, but she's kind of been quiet, sleepy camper today. Kaylani, only one handmade yarn shop in my city. It has definitely given me inspiration. Like you said, I got yarn to dye and I want to make a sweater with a pattern of yours. See, that'd be such a unique creation because you'd be using my pattern, but your own unique colorway. That's so cool. Are you planning on like starting a small business or just like dyeing yarn for yourself? Leah, I'm using a light gray, a muted kind of blue, and a dark mustard. See, I like that. Just a couple colors. Ooh. I feel like that mustard's gonna look so good. I'd bring her back on camera right now, but she just laid down, and we're not about to disturb that because she has two modes. She's either sleeping and like quiet and peaceful and so innocent and angelic, or she's wide awake and she is just a menace to society. So if I wake her up, y'all would not believe how much yarn this girl has already gotten into. I think the first week or so that we had her, when we were still living at my mom's, she was staying in our room most of the time, and we had like a doggy gate up. But I would just leave the room like to go to the bathroom or to like go make a quick sandwich or something and then come back. And one of the times I came back into the room, I had this project in a bag, and it was zipped. It was like not zipped. It was tied up because it was like a tote bag. I came back in the room. She somehow undid the double knot, pulled my whip out of the bag, somehow took that skein, that ball of yarn, it's hand-dyed yarn, by the way, took that and just ran under the bed and around the bed. And like she had created a web, like a knot, a huge knotted web of yarn underneath my bed frame. And then she also took the project and like chewed on it and unraveled it. And I came back in the room and I was like, and there was like no saving it. The project I was able to save, but the yarn was so bad. So I just had to like go under the bed and like cut all of the yarn free. And then if I leave like a whip or something on the bed, it's over. It's over. She has made that her personal toy. It's okay. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Daddy will be home soon. It's been a very interesting learning experience with Suki too, because naturally she's very different from Mowgli. And having raised Mowgli and lived with him the last like 8 years, 6 years, I'm just so adjusted to how he learns and how he understands and like what he responds to. And then he's a male. And then having Suki, female, completely different breed of dog, and then puppy again. So different. Like the way that I would teach Mowgli doesn't apply to her. Like she doesn't learn the same way. And she's also very fearless. Like she's not afraid of anything. And Mowgli is highly afraid of many things. So, for example, like, I don't know, even if it's something like jumping off of like a really high area, Mowgli would go to the edge and like look and be like, I don't know, this might hurt. I don't think I should do it. Suki will just be like, screw it. And she'll just like leap off the end of the bed. And this was like a week or two ago when she was still smaller and we didn't want her jumping off the bed. And she would like eat it a little bit, she'd like fall and like roll over or something and then just pop back up. But she has no fear. She'll just do whatever. She's also interesting because she's probably the most stubborn dog I've ever had. This girl doesn't like no, and she doesn't like being told to stop, and she doesn't like to listen. So maybe that is partially due because she's a female. But Mowgli, like you tell him no, like you snap at him or tell him like, hey, he'd be like, oh, and he'll stop. This girl, mm-mm, mm-mm. She's funny though. Just got to keep my yarn away from her. Addison, you're making a crochet sloth? Wait, that's so cool. Wait, I wanna see. Is it I take it's like amigurumi. Is it gonna be, like, big or just, like, tiny like this? When you start making it, can you please put it on the Discord? I've been lacking on the Discord just because of everything that's been going on, but I wanna see I wanna see your guys' projects. I need my crochet mojo to come back. And I wanna see what you guys are working on because I feel like what I'm making is kind of boring. I'm trying to do more I've said this so many times, but I'm trying to do, like, actually, like, wearable basics, like, stuff I'm really gonna, like, throw on when I'm running out the door. Because right now, it's like I've got a ton of crochet stuff, but I don't gravitate towards them. So I've been trying to make an effort too to, like, wear my actual makes. Like, a few days ago, I wore my penny polo. So cute. It was hot here where I'm living that day, but I wore the penny polo and, like, a little bralette underneath, and then I had just, like, some high-rise denim shorts, and it was so cute. It was such a look. It was very summer-esque. So, yeah, that's why I'm trying to use, like, a very simple colorway, and I'm kinda just trying to make, like, a tank, like a basic tank that's got, like, a little like a little seasoning. I think I want it to be very simple up top. I have an idea. Ooh, I can make it very simple and let crochet up top. And then I think once I hit past the chesty besties, I might knit that, like a looser knit kind of sheer. And then maybe I can sew on some beads because I bought a lot of beads to crochet and knit with like 4 or 5 months ago, maybe even 6 months ago, and I never used them. I went on Etsy, I purchased really gorgeous beads from like 4 different sellers, and I had all these plans to like start putting beads in my projects, and I just never did. So I still have them, and I could add, because this is so plain, I could add just like a couple beads into the knitted area. What do we think? Is it too extra? Should I just keep it simple? I don't know. The too much gene wants to take over. I guess I'll just have to reassess once I get further into the top. We'll have to reassess. Kilani, you're a senior in high school, and I want to try it out to see if it's something I want to do as work when I'm in college. I'm also saving up to get a decent sized order from you. That's so sweet. Definitely try it out. I mean, I think if it's like, because dyeing yarn, even just to get the basics, like the basic materials, it can be really expensive. I think it could be really fun and more cost effective. Like if you're just testing it out, you could like get some cotton yarn from Michael's or Joann's, like white cotton, and then use the Rit dye, the liquids or the powders. Because way back in the day, it might have been up on my wall when I first started my channel, maybe not. But I had that, I think it was. Do you guys remember that backdrop that I had that was like tie dye? I did that using a bed sheet, a white bed sheet, and Rit dye. It was like the powder version. And then ice. Like I just crumpled the backdrop up and then like sprinkled. And this was like before I got into dyeing yarn. I just wanted to make like a really cool backdrop. And it was super cool at the time. So that you could do that with like cotton yarn from Michael's or Joanne. Just test it out and see if like dyeing yarn is fun for you. It would be a lot more affordable than getting like I don't even know what they call it, but getting like the jacquard acid dyes or like the protein dyes, whatever they're called. I think they're acid dyes though. It just gets so freaking expensive. I remember even just getting the pans to dye yarn in. They were like, if I purchased them individually, they were like 30-ish dollars per pan, just for the pan. So yeah, maybe try out dyeing some yarn with like clothing dye, fabric dye. Sammy, I finally caught you while you're live. Welcome, welcome. Is this the first time you're catching me? Okay, Cassidy said, sounds good. Sounds good. I should do it. No such thing as too extra. My only worry is if I do too much to the top, like it might look gorgeous, but on days I said like when I'm just trying to like, put together a very quick outfit, nothing crazy, just wearable, comfortable and wearable and like hop out the door. If it's got too much on it, it might deter me. Like I love the idea, like in my head, I can envision like just a couple beads on the top. But if I'm like, trying to hop out the door, are the beads gonna bother me? Is it gonna be functional enough? That's my worry. It's like it would look great in photos. It would look so aesthetic and gorgeous, but am I really gonna wear it? And that's my only worry. Because for me, I don't know, a lot of times the more simple, the better. Simpler, the better. I'll have to see. I'll have to see when I get there. The temptation. See, now I'm thinking about it. Isn't that so interesting? Like it just kind of comes to you as you start like talking out loud. Because right before I got in this live stream, I was thinking to myself, like, what am I doing with this top? I don't even know. And then now I have this whole full blown idea that might be extra, but I mean, if y'all know me. Hayden, making a 3-tier sweater right now. Ooh, and it's so super fun. It's really interesting, but I can also do sewing, crocheting, and knitting. All of it's fun. All of it, every different art form has its moment of like it's time to shine. Because for me, like the knitting, I didn't pick up knitting for like a year. And then all of a sudden I was like knitting Jordan a sweater or a top for Christmas. And it was so much fun. And now there's a few different knitting patterns that I really want to make. Speaking of my Advent, I still need to decide. I'm pretty sure I know the top that I'm going to make with the Advent yarn, but I need to like put it out there. But that's going to be a knit project as well. So we gonna be knitting. We gonna be knitting. Sammy, you've watched all of the YouTube videos, but you've never caught me live. Well, today is your lucky day because I didn't plan it. It was just kind of a thought that came to me. I was like, should I live stream today? It won't be super long, but at least we are here. Okay. I also had a couple questions I wanted to ask you guys, and they are all over the place. These questions do not correlate with each other. But the first thing that has been on my mind, there's like two things. Since I'm already coming here to the close of the first Advent, I needed your guys' thoughts on like suggestions for the summertime Advent. Because I want to have a summer-ish Advent. And then I want to have like I don't know, October, November Advent. But I wanted to hear from you guys. What would you love to see for the next Advent collection? If if I kind of gear it towards May, June, or July. What is like, what is a theme or a movie or like an inspired, that you want to see? Because I need your feedback. I have some ideas for the winter, the fall winter advent, but when it comes to the summer one, I'm kind of like, "Ooh, I don't know." And then I was also curious about any suggestions you guys had for smaller, like smaller limited collections, kind of like how I did the Valentine's collection. I want to be doing like small inspired collections throughout the year where there's like 3 to 5 colorways based on something like a show, a movie. I don't know. It could be anything. But yeah, so I wanted your guys' opinion on like full advent ideas for the summer, like 14 colorways worth, and then ideas for smaller inspired collections that I can like launch throughout the year as well. So we need the feeds back. A cat's bee, a couple beads is going to be the equivalent of a necklace. What does that mean? I'm so confused. Like it'll turn into that many beads. So I'm thinking if I add some, it might be like 10. That might be too much. But just like a couple here and there, like no more than 10 kind of thing. Because like I said, if I do too many, it'll make the top heavy. It'll be uncomfortable to wear, like I'm trying to like lay down or sit on the couch or something. So I don't think I would go too crazy with the beads. You would hope, but y'all know me. Just can't help myself. Somebody's snoring. Okay, Lonnie, what is your favorite colorway you have? I would love to write it down for my first purchase. Oh, my favorite colorway. Oh my gosh. That's, I honestly don't know. I don't know. I feel like every time I put out like a little collection, I have like favorites from each, but like my all-time favorite colorway, that's so hard. Ooh. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I really couldn't pick right now. It's so hard. I want to say for a long time my Monet colorway was my favorite. Mm. See, now you got me trying to like look. Let me see. For everybody who is here, what are your favorite colorways that I've launched? Like if y'all had to pick one, do y'all have favorites? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that's right. I still need to make a swatch for this, but I feel like recently one of my newer favorite colorways of mine is London Fog. I like that it's more wearable. Like I said, I'm trying to like actually make things in colorways that I could just wear any day of the week. Um, and it'll kind of go with my outfits. And I like London Fog because it's like mostly tonal. It's like kind of grayish, a little bit of blue, but then there's like a little bit of warmth from the yellow and like a little bit of speckling, so it's not too plain. But I've been digging London Fog. Shoot. I really like marmalade too. I haven't dyed up any marmalade in a minute. Mm. Ooh, I need to make something with it, but then also eavesdrop. Eavesdrop is like another favorite because it's like kind of like teal blue and then like a little bit of salmon and then a lot of speckles. Those are like my newest faves. Alexis, I think what made me personally jump onto this advent the second you announced was the whole nostalgia factor behind it. So I personally love that. I agree. It's crazy because I did not think this many people would be interested in an avatar. Like, not that I ever felt geeky or anything for liking Avatar. I just didn't know how many people out there actually watched the show. And then when I announced it and saw how many people were like, "Oh my god, I'm obsessed," I was like, silly me for thinking that like nobody else watched it. I mean, like I knew people watched it, I just didn't know it was that well loved. And y'all have to thank Jordan for that because before him and I started dating, I had heard of Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I didn't know any of the characters. I didn't even know what the show was about. And then he showed me the show. We watched it, and we've watched it 3 or 4 times now together. And I've rewatched the show once by myself, like just as I'm working and stuff. I love that show. But I feel yeah, the nostalgia. Oh, Catsby. I get you. Okay, so you're saying for my top, um, like a couple beads when it stands out, it's only going to be like a little bit compared to how much. I'm thinking of like, spacing them out here and there, like enough to kind of catch the light. But I see what you're saying now. I was so confused. I was like, wait, what do you mean? That makes sense. In comparison, a couple beads is like hardly anything, but it might just be, the extra little chef's kiss to making it like from like, you know, y'all feel me? Hi, baby. You have smush mouth. Does anybody else's cat or dog do that when they wake up from a nap? They'll like wake up and then their face is like this, like that. We call it smush mouth. Mm. Okay, so you guys are bringing up colorways that I wouldn't say I've forgotten about, but I love Practical Magic as well. I think you guys saw me working on it like in videos probably like 3 months ago. So I have a lot of whips right now. Not a lot. I probably have like three, ooh, including my knitting. I probably have 4 different whips right now that I haven't touched in at least 2 months. And one of them, I'm using the colorway Practical Magic. I'm still in the process of writing a pattern for kind of like an everyday cardigan, but it's like ribbed. And of course, it's like made to measure. But I'm using my Practical Magic for the cardigan. And so far, I love it. It's a lot of like different colors for a big project like that. But as you said, it is very multi-dimensional. Addison, you like sorbet and garden party. Oh my gosh, I haven't dyed up garden party in so long. Maybe I should like move it to the top of my website again. I think just because it's so far down, I think it's like one of the first 6 colorways that I ever dyed. But that is one of my crochet wears that I wear all the time is my raglan cardigan, the top down cardigan with the double strand with the mohair. I used garden party and then I also used the mohair in my colorway, I almost said Toulouse in Buddha. I wear that cardigan all the time. It's just a cute like little pullover. Kate, Ella, hello. Alexis, how is your pattern testing going? It's almost done. I think the due date was yesterday, but then a couple people from the group asked for a few more days to finish up like testing and taking photos and stuff. So I was like, yeah, take your time. So it's very close. I want to say, I think the I think somebody said like the latest they're gonna get it into me is like Saturday, like their photos. So I'll have to like review their feedback and see if there's any adjustments I have to make to the pattern. But thank you for asking. That has also been like a month in the works, very quiet because I gave them a deadline of a month. And I there's been moments where like the group chat is so quiet, like they're just working on it, and I don't hear from them for like days on end that I forget that I'm in the middle of pattern testing. And then I'll get like a DM about like a question that they have or something, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like they're still doing this. So my testers have been just silently working away, but I'm thinking probably like if there's not too many things I have to change or everything looks good, I might be able to release that flower top, that flower sweater top, probably like midweek or maybe by the end of next week, like next Friday in 1 week. Did I turn my work? I cannot tell. But thank you for asking. It's been like so low key that sometimes I forget. Okay, guys, just a couple more minutes and then I gotta get going. I have to head to my mailbox and see if some of my packages came in. But I really do appreciate you guys coming on here. Like I say every time, I never plan when my live streams are going to be. Like the time and the day kind of just changes all the time. But I'm hoping I can get back on a schedule of either Thursdays or Fridays. Two ish, three ish is the hope, the plan. Hoping I can stick to that, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is the first official live stream in the new spot. I really don't have too much to show you guys. I can like turn the webcam here before we go, but we're still we're still looking for furniture. Like I said, we've been eating dinners and lunches and stuff on my work desk here, my standing desk. I'm like literally in my office chair. And then the other chair that we're using right now is the lawn chair that I bring to Jordan's soccer games. So that's what we're working with right now. But I could do like y'all get a little sneak peek because nobody has seen this yet. But this is pretty much the spot. We is unfurnished right now. We're using the rug that was in the bedroom as like our couch right now. So that's where we hang out. And then we got the kitchen. We have in-unit washer dryer. It doesn't get better than that. And then upstairs is up there. And I'm also in the process right now. I'm trying to film like, I don't know why I do this to myself, but I'm filming a couple different videos at the same time. I kind of do like a little bit each day. It's not going to be that exciting because, like I said, the office room that we have is also like a guest bedroom. And the bed that we had, like the extra mattress that we had, is a queen. So it takes up so much of the space. Like it's nice to have the bed for when we have visitors, like my mother-in-law, she's come to stay with us twice already. So it's great that there's actually a bed for her and anybody else that comes to visit. But like on the day-to-day, we don't have visitors like that. And the bed takes up like 3/4 of the room. But regardless, I'm trying to set up like one of the videos I'm trying to film. As I mentioned, it's not very grand. There's not a lot to it. But I'm trying to set up like my little work corner, a little office corner. Yeah. So that could be a fun one, showing y'all what the new space is going to look like. And then we have a fireplace, which is cool. But Jordan was saying, he's like, I would really like a much bigger tufted project. to go on the wall. So I kind of also want to start like a crochet home series, or just like a fiber art home series where, like, I don't know, each video that I put out in the collection, I'm making something for the house or for the spot. Whether that's like crocheting something for the home, knitting something for the home, or even tufting something. But I was telling Jordan, like, the frame that we have for the rug tufting, I can't make anything larger than that tufted project that you saw me make, that like rainbow-esque one. And what I have envisioned for like the living room is a much larger piece. So Jordan said that he might actually build me a tufting frame, because it has to be big enough that I can make something that's like, I don't know. I wanna I wanna say like 2 by 3 foot, maybe at most 3 by 4. And the project that I have right now is probably, I don't know. It couldn't be more than like 2 by 2 foot. I don't know. But I kind of want to put out a series. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Alexis. Yeah, we're still, as I said, we haven't really been able to furnish too much yet, but I think once we get a few of the necessary pieces in the home, I'll be able to like put my own touch on it. I told Jordan, I was like, I'm just giving you a fair warning right now. I'll try not to go overboard, but even before we moved, I told him, I was like, I kind of want our home to be like decked out in crochet. Like, I want it to look like crazy. Not crazy, just a lot. Whether that's stuff on the walls, stuff on the couch, stuff like on a bookshelf. Like, I want you to walk in and think like, oh my gosh, a hippie grandma lives here. Like, there's no doubt about it. And that's what I want the home to look like. So it's probably gonna take me all year to really get it together, because you guys know projects take forever. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. Coming to the update, the little check-in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I hope to come back here either Thursday or Friday next week. Thank you for reminding me about pattern testing. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be released between Wednesday and Friday of next week. Advents, fingers crossed, shipped out at the end of next week as well. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. That was enough chatting. See, we went over. I said 45 minutes and we're at 53. I need to go to my box. But thank you guys for coming. I hope I see you guys here next time. Hope I have some finished whips next time too. I need to stop making new things. But at the same time, I have an idea for a very simple pattern that I want to make. And I want to use the Sari Silk ribbon yarn. No, not ribbon yarn. Sari Silk. Nope, not Sari. Premium silk hand spun yarn that I got from Darn Good Yarn. So I kind of want to make something with that too. Okay, my mind's going crazy. All the ideas are flooding back to me right now. See, this is what happens when we live stream. I get motivated, but then my mind starts going like, ooh, and then this. Oh, and then this. Oh, what about that? Forgot about that. So I need to like recalibrate. Bye, everybody. Addison, Cassidy, Kaylani, thank you guys for coming, for contributing. Hopefully y'all will see more of Suki in the next one. Take care, everybody. Be safe. Drink water. I need water. Eat good food. Sleep tight.